It is quite disgusting all the time just to find this stuff. Thank you very much to this channel that made this. I hope they don't mind me just using their footage. I sped it up a little bit. They've gone to look at this hospital. Like I said, they never tell you where they've gone. They just go to these places because they don't want, well, most of them don't want vandalism, anybody taking anything. So at the very end of this video he goes, we shut the door and it was as if we'd never been. Basically they go to this hospital and all this stuff is left there. Obviously there's no body parts, thank goodness, but so much furniture. I mean, he did say a little bit in here that he wondered whether they had, yes, there was like writing on some of the chairs, and maybe they tried to sell them, but there's just still so much equipment in here. And this place is just, I mean, look at that beautiful house. Yeah, anyway, it's all, there's equipment left in there, chairs, beds, and you would think that they could sell it on or give it away, you know, to poorer countries. Surely the poorer countries would buy it. And even though there wasn't the big, machinery there, you still had a lot of stuff left in this hospital. And what he reckoned was, it wasn't actually vandals like we think. It was people, it was vandals, but not just the ordinary Joe Bloggs coming in and destroying it. They were people taking the copper, and that's why all the wires were left there, and lots of the ceilings seemed to be hacked out. And so the mess happened because they were taking the ceilings out. But there's a lot of artifacts left in this, and the council know it's empty and there's no plans to do anything with it. And he said this is the decline of our national health. Well, he's right about that. Look at it. There's just so much stuff, again, left in this hospital. Why? I don't get this, and I hope the channel doesn't mind me using their video, but it just adds to another hospital left like this. Yep, thank goodness people's records weren't there or any body parts, but look at the stuff they've left behind. They're not using this building at all. It's in the council care and it's closed up, and, you know, he did say there's stuff, like there's little bottles in there, you know, to do urine samples and that. They could have taken those over to the main hospital. These things are left here, and he said quite a lot of drugs. So I think that's quite astounding that the hospitals leave all these drugs behind. You would think that when they cleared out a hospital they weren't using anymore, it would be empty, but it isn't. It's left and then it just decays. And this is kind of what's been happening to us with the steel industries, with everything else. What about all the houses boarded up in Detroit and all the other towns? What about all the other abandoned places? This is what they do, they just vacate it. You're living around it and don't even realise. And it just in the end just overgrows and whatever, and then maybe 100 years later someone else finds it. I don't know, it's just bizarre. Anyway, we'll just let that, he said, shocked him a bit because it almost looked like a hospital, like they'd just gone. He said to me he didn't know whether someone had set it up like that. I mean, is that a double one or is that just a single one? I don't know. Anyway, look at that. You mean to say they couldn't have taken that with them? Well, they love wasting money, the hospitals, don't they? All the lies they said that they don't have enough money. What a load of rubbish. They do. They just keep spending your money and pretending they haven't got enough money. Ooh, I know that it's because hospitals are there to make money. And when they don't make money, they've got to go. Doesn't matter about you. He said, see those, he thought they were trying to sell those, but it doesn't matter about you, does it? Anyway, let's just finish the video. When you look at all these videos down the side here, they're all abandoned. or nearly every one of them says abandoned. Abandoned a British Airways plane simulator. Abandoned asylum. Look at that one. Alderhay Children's Hospital, blood left. Abandoned hospital. Another hospital there. Massive abandoned hospital with medical equipment. How many hospitals do we have to have abandoned? Telling us there's too many people for the hospitals. That's probably why, because there isn't any, because they've closed them all down and left them abandoning. Anyway, that's the end of the video. It's abandoned, abandoned, abandoned. It's not good. Anyway, thanks for watching. Just asking before I go, what's everybody's thoughts about there's just so many abandoned houses, schools, hospitals, train stations, buildings, or you name it, everything's abandoned. Mines. What's everybody's thought when, you know, here we go, look more.
What's up, everyone? Today we're in Texas. Yesterday, if you watched our video, we were in the water slides and that was amazing. And right now we're just in the middle of nowhere in Texas, like small little towns everywhere you go. I'm actually loving Texas. A lot of places are just really run down and I love that stuff. So we're here in Bartlett, Texas. This was Main Street. I'm gonna go show you all around here how it looks now. I've been driving through a lot of random towns in Texas and it seems really normal to see like rundown buildings like this. Pretty much, you know, owned by, you know, pretty much independent shops just sitting here. Almost like an old cowboy western look, old antique shop type of thing. I think the last two remaining buildings are actually these two on the side on this strip of Main Street. We're gonna walk around here and just see what's up. I think it's pretty much Hollywood movies that got me into this, but I love the idea of southern small towns that pretty much are run down old. And you get to go to them and pretty much you'll see your daily people you'll see every day, going to the same old coffee shop, seeing the same old people you'll know. I think that's cool. Pretty much, you know, a lot of friendly people are here in the South, that's for sure.
Down south.
Down south. This looked like it was once an old diner. I'd say that because the close sign right here has some sort of drink on it. This old sign that was once embedded in the brick wall. I can't really read it, but I know it says hotel dining at the Park Caf. So this must have been a really, you know, old hotel right here, this building. But I love ghost towns for sure. It's hard to see in there. We zoom in, maybe to get some kind of footage. I think I see a pink flamingo over there.
That abandoned hospital, found bloody morgue. They don't even clear it all up, they leave it all. There's an abandoned church there. Anyway, thanks very much. What's your thoughts?